What's up guys, Amar here from Magic Coding, and today I'm back with another video. In this one, I'm gonna show you what kind of game are we gonna make in our next lesson, so in our upcoming lessons that you will watch of course, and that is our Color Helix project or game. Now you can see here we have our ball, we have our levels, which our levels are matching the color of our ball. We have high score, and when I click on the screen, you will see that our ball starts moving. And I played a bit, so you can see that here we have our score. We change the color when we hit the color thing. You can see that we have even sound effects. Let me just put it down a bit. Where's our hit sound? I put like .7, so we don't hear it as much, because you will need to hear me talk. And it's a bit laggy because I'm recording and there's too much walls, too much on it. But you can see what kind of game it is. Of course, it's gonna be in much better speed when you play it, when you export it. And of course, you can always change the speed of the ball if it's slow for you. Here we have our level 8 complete. We have our flashback. If by any chance we don't hit the color that we are hitting right now, so if I hit with the green color, if I hit, let's say, for purple onto the yellow, we will die and go back, and from that on we will continue to have our score and so on and so forth. So as you can see, it's pretty much fun game, and if I by any chance miss the star, I'm gonna not get double score, I'm just gonna get a regular score and so on. So you can see there's a lot to it. And I'm going to show you how we can make this generating level with our algorithm. Can't even spell. Just kidding. So yeah, it will be very fun. You will learn a lot of things. You will see how I approach things from this type of games, which are hyper casual. So yeah, that will be it. Let's now add some assets to our game. To do that, first we're gonna have our project. So go to File, New Project, or maybe just open up Unity and click here onto the New. As for the project name, I'm just gonna call it Color Helix. So Helix. I always put all of my projects into Unity projects. You can put them wherever you want. Just click on these 3 dots and change the location for it. Now, as for template, you're going to choose 3D, and that will be pretty much it. If by any chance you're using older versions, you may see Unity Analytics. You're just going to turn that off and click Create Project. Bam! We have already opened up our project. Now, the first thing you may see, I always start with this. You can check out the other videos if this is your first one. I'm going to talk a bit about layout, but I'm going to have a separate video for it. Now for this layout, or for this type of games, I use TFM, which is the fisherman that we're using. You can name it whatever you want, and it's basically this here. If this is your first time making a game, or you're probably using a default one, or something maybe like wide, 4-split, something that you have made, I don't know. But before I continue, I'm gonna say you can choose any layout you want, so it doesn't even matter. I'm just gonna show you what am I using, so you don't get confused if you want to follow me strictly as I do things. Because if I'm following the tutorial, I try to keep identical things with instructor. I mean, that was me when I was following the tutorial, and sometimes even now, like, if I'm following tutorial, I want to have the same thing as instructor, and then later on I can change a few things and try and play around with the project, or I don't know, whatever I'm learning. So to create our TFM, you can see that our game, our hierarchy, our inspector, everything is movable. So you can put this here, you can choose to put it there. So I can even just show you like this, the picture, and then you can, based on that, turn the left, right, put it. But I'm gonna go from default and do it like that. So go to default. First thing you will go to do is you will take hierarchy, split it in half with inspector. Take our project, put it in half with our hierarchy, like this. Take the console and put it a bit more down, like this. and just take the game and put it side by side with the scene. And pretty much we're done. This is the kind of layout am I using, and just change this slider to the left, not to the right. So I'm gonna minimize the size of my folders and then click save layout and save the layout with your name, just like this. And once you're satisfied, you will create it. Now, one thing we're gonna add is our window. Go to window, animation, and open animator. I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna have window, animation, and I'm gonna split it down with our console. And pretty much that will be it for this layout. Now, first thing that I'm gonna do with this project is I'm gonna go to scenes and change the name from sample scene to gameplay. You can press F2, or you can just right click it and rename it however you would like. Once that is done, I'm gonna give you a link where you can download these assets. So we will have our font, GMO, materials, models, and sound effect. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in our assets. Wait for it to be loaded. And once that is done, when it's loaded, you can see here we have our fonts. You can choose any font you would like. I'm just gonna use this font for this tutorial. We have GMO assets, we'll have materials, we're gonna have models. So this is one model, so this will be for our color diffuse or color bump, where we're gonna change our color. This one, what's this? This is probably gonna be for the starting position. So, and we have not tons of models, we have like 3 models, like model 1, not image, like model 1. This will be for our wall, so we're gonna have our wall fragment, so we'll go in circles, so plus 3.6, I think it was, so 3.6, yeah, then 3.6 plus 3.6, and we're gonna go all that in a circle till we get a whole circle, or our wall. And we have our sound effects, so this is when we die, and this is when we hit, just like that. I'm just gonna rename them to our fail sound and our hit sound, like this. And yeah, that will be it for this video. We added everything we wanted. We prepared for the next video, which is gonna be right when you click onto the continue button on your video. Until next time, goodbye, and I will see you in the next video.